Life has a mysterious way of unfolding, often in ways we never expect. At times, it may seem as though the years have slipped through our fingers, the years spent in struggle, uncertainty, or even regret. But the universe operates on a deeper rhythm, one that balances loss with restoration, hardship with reward, and delay with divine timing. What if everything you thought you lost is simply making its way back to you in a different form? What if the years that felt wasted were actually laying the groundwork for something greater? Time is not merely a sequence of days and nights, it is energy. And energy never disappears, so it transforms. Every effort you put into your dreams, every sacrifice you made, and every tear you shed in frustration did not vanish into nothingness. The universe has recorded them all, like seeds planted beneath the soil, waiting for the right season to bloom. What you have given, whether in hard work, kindness, patience, or resilience, is being gathered, multiplied, and prepared to return to you in ways you never imagined. Perhaps you've looked back at your past and felt as though too much time has been lost. Maybe you've wondered if your best years have already passed. But consider these. So what if those years were not wasted but instead preparing you for a return so powerful that it erases the sorrow of the past? There is a principle woven into the very fabric of existence. What is meant for you will find you. But here's the part that might surprise you. It won't just return in equal measure. It will return in abundance, in overflow, in ways that compensate for every delay and every setback. Think of the cycles of nature. The trees that shed their leaves in autumn stand barren throughout the winter. To the untrained eye, it may seem as if the tree has lost something forever. But what happens when spring arrives? Those same trees burst forth with new life, richer and stronger than before. The universe operates in cycles, and you are no exception. What appeared to be your season of loss was simply a preparation for your season of restoration. But this restoration does not come by accident. It requires something from you. It requires that you remain open, that you continue moving forward even when you don't see immediate results. Too often, people give up just before their breakthrough. They assume that because something hasn't happened yet, it never will. But the moment you decide to keep going, to believe in the possibility of renewal, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. And once you are ready, nothing can stop the return that is destined for you. This is where faith comes in, and not blind faith, but the kind that is rooted in action. The kind that understands that just because you can't see something growing beneath the surface doesn't mean it's not there. The lost years will return, but they will not return to the person who remains stuck in the past. They will return to the one who dares to keep moving, who refuses to let regret define their future. The universe does not withhold, it aligns. It waits for the right moment, the right conditions, the right mindset. Perhaps the challenges you faced were never about punishment but about preparation. Perhaps the setbacks you endured were never about failure but about refinement. When something is being built to last, it takes time. If you had received everything you ever wanted exactly when you wanted it, would you have been ready? Would you have had the wisdom, the strength, the character to sustain it? The universe is not just in the business of giving, it is in the business of preparing. So, what does this mean for you? It means that the time you thought was lost is actually a deposit, an investment that is about to pay dividends. The years you spent in struggle were not wasted, they were a foundation being laid for something stronger. And when that return comes, it will not just restore what was lost, it will multiply it. The friendships, the opportunities, the success, the joy, all of it will come back in greater measure, because you are no longer the same person who first experienced loss. You have grown. You have changed. You have become the version of yourself that is ready to receive. The universe has a way of surprising us, of bringing things full circle in ways we never expected. Sometimes, What you thought was the end was only the beginning. Sometimes, what you thought was a setback was actually setting you up for something greater. Look back on your life, and you may start to see a pattern of things working out, even when it didn't seem like they would. A pattern of new doors opening just when you thought all the old ones were closed. A pattern of restoration, of redemption, of timing that made sense only in hindsight. The same principle applies to the years you thought were gone. They are not gone. They are being rewritten. They are returning, but in a way that is richer, deeper, and more meaningful than before. The best part? You won't just regain what you lost, you will gain something even better, because the universe doesn't just return what was taken, it adds interest. It restores in a way that compensates for the wait. It ensures that what comes back to you is not only equal to what was lost but greater. This is why it is so important to remain open, to expect the unexpected, to believe that the best is not behind you but ahead of you. Too many people close themselves off from receiving because they have convinced themselves that their time has passed. But time is not linear, it is fluid. It bends and shifts according to the energy you put into it. If you decide that you are still open to receiving, that your story is not over, that your best days are yet to come, the universe will respond accordingly. Think of all the people who found success, love, purpose, and joy later in life, long after they thought their chances had disappeared. They are proof that time is not a barrier, it is a tool. And when you align yourself with the energy of expectation, with the belief that restoration is not only possible but inevitable, you set the stage for something extraordinary. There is a reason you are still here. There is a reason you still have dreams, desires, and unfinished chapters. The years you thought were lost are about to be returned to you, not because you are entitled to them, but because you never truly lost them in the first place. They were simply waiting for the right moment, for the right version of you to step forward and claim them. So, what do you do now? You prepare. You align your mindset with the reality that time is still on your side. You take action, no matter how small, toward the future you want. You let go of regret and make space for what's coming. You trust that the universe has a way of working things out in ways beyond your imagination. And most importantly, you remain open to the possibility that your best years are not behind you, they are ahead. The return is coming, and when it does, it will surprise you, not because you didn't deserve it, but because it will be even better than you ever expected.